with another update. Dang, a lot has happened since my last update. A lot of good things, a lot of change has happened. This time I'm sat behind the seawall. That's the first change because the waves are humongous today and I really don't fancy getting splashed by that, to be honest. See if it's going to splash on the wall. Wow, yeah. No, not today. Maybe another day, but not right now. So the last time I updated you, we were learning about ship's history with Brett and Karen Curtis, but since then I've done 1 week on, what was it called? I've got my notepads to remember. Character and Nature of God, with someone called Jonathan Spainhour, who knows so much about the Bible. It's very inspiring. One thing I learned from that week was just how highly God thinks of us as humans and how much He loves us. Like in Genesis, when He's telling the whole creation story, He says, oh, also, and the stars. Also, I made the stars. And then He continues on to delve deeply into how He made the humans, like He physically breathed life into them. But He's just like, oh yeah, and I made the stars, and the stars are like a humongous, beautiful part of the world. But He thinks more highly of us humans, which is pretty cray-cray. And we looked at, we were mainly just looking at Genesis, and we looked at Abram and how God promised him offspring and was faithful to that promise. Yeah, and just He cares about the little things in your life. I have been eaten alive by insects these past few weeks. It's like I'm just constantly whacking them off me. I need to get a spray or something. And then the next week was a very good week. So the next week we learned identity. So the first 2 days were by someone called Savannah, and then the second 2 days were by, let me find, oh yeah, John Mark Wheeler. Identity week was a really big week for me. Like, I saw a lot of, I don't know, just learnt about myself and who I really am in God's eyes, and any lies that I've believed about myself. What we did was we removed them and then filled them with the truth, what God says about you, and that was just really amazing. We also learnt the 4 R's to do this. So 4 R's are: number 1, repent. Number 2, receive God's forgiveness and cleansing. 3, rebuke the enemy's hold on you. And number 4, replace all lies with God's truth. Just saw someone from my class. At the end of the week, John Mark said he had a really beautiful piece of art for us to look at. And he was like, I think it's the best thing that will show, it's the best piece of artwork that I've found that shows, what did he say? Yeah, shows God. And then he had a box, and we went and looked in the box individually, and there was a mirror. He played us all, but he was like, you are God's greatest artwork. What I wrote is, you are looking at a direct reflection of God's love when you look at yourself in the mirror. So yeah, that's what I've learnt in my classes, and now this week we're doing Father Heart. Very interesting as well. It's all honestly interesting. But as well as my classes, I now know where I'm going for outreach. So I did ask you all to pray about this, and thank you for all your kindness and support. So what happened was we got the options of going to Italy, Panama/Mexico and Flotilla, and we had 20 minutes to ask God where we think he wants us to go, and then put our first option and our second option on a piece of paper. Just for those who don't know, Flotilla is it's like a thing they're trying to do at the minute where they get a bunch of yacht owners to donate some of their time and their yacht to help bring missionaries to islands that can only be reached by boat. And it's mainly, at the minute, they're mainly focusing on the Pacific Islands because there's many Pacific Islands that have been reached. So, anyways, when I saw Flotilla, I was like, I prayed about it, but I kind of knew I wanted to do Flotilla because about a week I need to think. Like a couple of days before, we'd had a night at Upper Campus where I heard the word Polynesia. And this is bad of me because I don't know geography well, but I didn't know what Polynesia meant. So I googled it, and it means some islands in the Pacific, and I thought, oh my gosh. When I heard Flotilla, I was like, check, I want to go to an island in the Pacific. And I checked in with God, and I feel like, yeah, I should do that. So I put that down, and then they did a big reveal night to tell us where we're going, and I got Flotilla. So I'm part of a team with 4 of the students and 2 other staff, and it's such an amazing team. I'm really excited because it just feels like the team is handpicked by God. Like, everyone in the team is meant to be there, and everyone has a cool story about why they picked Flotilla, and it's just chef's kiss. Anyways, so as part of Flotilla, it was always they said right from the start, you may not end up going on a boat because we might not find a person who wants to give their yacht for it, or their boat, sailing boat or whatever for it. And yeah, so nothing was guaranteed with Flotilla. It was all a bit up in the air about what was going to happen. Anyways, a couple of days ago, no, was it yesterday? No, a couple of days ago, our staff told us where we're going, and it's very exciting because I'm going to Papua New Guinea. Very, very exciting. It's not exactly an isolated island in the Pacific, but a lot of Polynesian stuff originates from Papua New Guinea, which is pretty cool because my word was Polynesia. And yeah, I'm really excited to do some more research about the place, and it feels so right. It feels like I'm definitely meant to go, and I'm buzzing. So we're probably going to spend 2 weeks on one of the big ships out there, the medical ships, just helping out. Not really sure 100% what we'll be doing, but whatever we can do to help. And then we'll be going to a new Y1 base they have in Madang, to probably just doing community development type things, but again, it's all a bit up in the air and I don't know exactly what. Still extremely exciting, and I trust that the Lord has good stuff planned. These waves are huge. Oh my. And that is why I didn't sit on the seawall. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving my time here. I'm like halfway through lecture phase now. Oh my gosh. I know where I'm going for outreach. It's just amazing. It's so amazing. I would love if you guys can keep praying for me, praying that I don't get too worn out in the next weeks ahead, because there's quite full-on days, and just prayers for outreach in Papua New Guinea, that everything goes to plan, because it's like the other side of the world. near Australia. I can see another person from my school. Dang, apparently this isn't a quiet spot anymore. Yeah, I love you all. Thank you for everything. Bye.